Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome don't act like it's a good evening. This is our second, possibly maybe third attempt at this because of a weird encoding error on our recording equipment.
Oh, don't act like that. Anyway, so
It's Metroid.
that's right.
Story, emergency order. Defeat the Metroid of the planet Zebes and destroy the mother brain, a mechanical life vein from the Galactic Federal Police.
M510.
Must be the unit.
Yeah.
Well, it has to be the police because I'm pretty sure the Federation wasn't a thing until next game.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the game that started it all. A game where you play as a bounty hunter and go into a space place. What are we gonna do here?
I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use.
Oh well, start the game with nothing in it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use Norpath's sword.
And become immortal? That's a playthrough.
Or Justin Bailey.
Nah, we can just shut off when you beat the game.
Maybe. Anyway, so here we are. We're playing as Samus, the bounty hunter. He is a crazy some gun with a bum rush gun thing.
Oh please, everyone knows Samus is Samus.
Yes, that's right. No, Samus is Metroid. Also, fun fact.
Metroid can't crawl.
Well, that's not. That is a.
Yeah,
also,
but it's a fun fact.
It is. They couldn't program a thing to crawl, so that's why you go into a ball and do the thing.
Yeah, the other thing is they also can program and our boy Metroid here to shoot down.
Metroid also stands for Ultimate Warrior. So if you ever wanted to see Samus with tassels on her arm things and speaking in incoherent ramblings.
Wrong warrior, but I appreciate what you're going for here.
Look, I'm just saying, I mean, look at the way she runs, man. Look at the way she runs. Tell me that isn't the Ultimate Warrior run pixelized there.
I got a chicken running, but yeah, I guess you could be right.
Dun 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 dun.
I said anywho, that usually means you stop talking and we switch the subject.
You can't control me. I'm not a video game character.
Maybe you are.
I'm just a cartoon one. Anyway, so as you can see, our weapons here.
Can you lower your decimals a bit on your voice?
Okay, I'll go from 9.9 to 9.8.
That's still too loud. Listen, if I can hear your default voice from the top of the hill we live on.
Listen, everyone can hear me in a 5-mile radius. It's not hard.
I'm surprised the neighbors never gave us a voice complaint yet.
Good lord. Listen, so
Metroid.
Yes.
Back on topic.
So this is the game that was made for Fame and was released the same day as Kid Icarus. For some unknown reason, which I have speculation too, this game outlasted and put for the longest while Mr. Kid Icarus into obscurity.
Mr. Kid Icarus.
Well, he's clearly not Mrs. Kid Icarus.
That's true.
Or would Samus be Mrs. Kid Icarus? Ooh, there's a question.
We already know what Samus is. Samus is Metroid, and Metroids can't crawl.
This is a obvious statement that we will be.
God, Miiverse was a blessing and a curse at the same time.
It really was, but it was also Gunpei, one of Gunpei Yokoi's babies. For those who don't know who that gentleman is, he invented
Mario Land.
I was gonna say he was the man who invented the Game & Watch, and
Did you just pronounce that wrong? Like you were at a game, like you're a game show, like Game Award host. Game & Watch, Ninja Gaiden.
Oh God, we're falling into the cornmeal.
I mean, we've been over this. We've been over this the last recording. It ain't cornmeal, it's queso.
Oh yeah. So now we have the
Missile.
bottle rocket.
Bottle rocket.
Which is a more cost-effective method than the pea shooter here.
Well, because the pea shooter has range, unfortunately. I could use that. Thank you.
Oh, wow, you just lost like 30 health in a minute.
And I'm getting it back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, missiles are basically a more powerful version of your shots, but they are limited.
That's why you gotta find expansions.
Which you won't be seeing for a good while, knowing my routing.
Yep, so right now, Old Josh here is collecting the power to,
Get some life back. Yeah, by the way, I'm playing the game here.
I cannot Metroid.
Yeah, you can. You can Metroid on a 32-bit console.
16-bit.
Whatever. Metroid on a Genesis. Look at me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just play video games for fun.
Yeah.
But no, our experience with Metroid seems to start from Super. Well, more so me. John here, pretty much our dad, played the original Metroid.
Yep, I remember watching him play this game, and I was utterly confused why everything was such a downgrade compared to... Ooh, now that's a change of pace.
What?
Well, the mysterious music that's used for items is in this room here. Also, one thing...
No, because if you ever hear that music, that means, oh, hey, guess this. There's a power-up you're going to get soon.
You know, it's really interesting.
What's interesting?
Everywhere you go has a black void.
The black void. Well, it's like there wasn't the technology for background checks. Anyway, there's our first beam upgrade.
That's
the
right.
long beam.
That's right. There were no background checks back in the 80s. You wouldn't have to worry about concealed carry of an arm cannon.
Alright, so we got the long beam, self-explanatory. Our beam can now actually hit the edge of the screen now.
Long beam is long.
Yep, and thank God we have it, because honestly, I don't know where we'd be without it.
In the dirt.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, so where are we going now?
Well, we're going back the way we came to get an E-tank.
Is it E for everyone?
Well, it might as well be, but pretty much these E-tanks, compared to the ones we saw in previous games we played, are more so on the line of a, well, extended health, unlike, say, Mega Man, like we did. That was just more so a convenient method of healing. The amount of missiles I'm getting is very concerning.
Why?
Have you seen any missile drops I've gotten lately? I'll give you a hint. It's not much. There we go. Because you kind of gotta remember something here, John. You can't really get the items in the item rooms without missiles.
So in order to get missiles,
and again,
you gotta get missiles. But in order to get those missiles, you gotta use missiles.
A little bit. Because you gotta remember, I'm not technically gonna see my first missile upgrade until we head to one of the new areas in Norfair. Ow. God, I can't wait to get the ice beam.
Look at the... Well, you're already sliding around.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't have... And unlike the last video game we played with a character with an arm cannon, this person doesn't have butter on their feet.
Oh, yeah, which reminds me. One thing to note about good old Samus Aran here.
He?
Look, originally in the game, it was a big secret that Samus was actually a chick. Samus doesn't care about that because it gives her more to work with.
So you're telling me basically it was the same way with, say, Castlevania 3 with the whole Sypha thing, where gender not revealed until endgame.
Yep, that's right.
Or be like Captain N, just assume Sypha's an elf.
Wait, they did that?
Well, it was more like an old man.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, there's our first D-tank.
It's E10 and up, baby.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
So, yeah,
maybe, okay, E6, because that's how many there are in this game.
Yeah, but no, there's 7. You can only hold 6, though. Problem is, the E-tank I went for in the practice one is pretty off the beaten path I took. And I thought to myself, man, I don't want to go all the way down there and have to walk all the way back without any shortcuts.
I want to be lazy.
Is this the way? Okay, no. I need to remember. Ow.
That's a concussion.
Yeah, not the first we'll be having.
A lot of yellow.
Yeah, a lot of yellow. You could probably
so this game is guilty of Hanna-Barbera syndrome.
Wait, explain.
Well, basically, you're just running through the same rooms over and over again.
Oh, right, how everything looks the same.
In order to be, to act like it's a giant freaking maze and stuff.
Yep, ow.
I can grab that power.
There, look, I grabbed it, see?
But I didn't, though.
Use your eyes next time.
So,
Yeah, I
these
guess we should have
doors...
mentioned it, yeah, last time. Red doors can't be opened through normal means. You gotta use missiles. And here's our bombs.
Ooh, bomb was ever in the pipe.
We've been over this. There's nothing in the pipes.
Maybe Mario's in there. Maybe.
What's he saying? Nothing. And wrong game, wrong time. Hang on a second. That's not the pause button. That's the button that doesn't do anything.
Oh, well, if they're going to be here, well, I might as well show them where we're at. George, do you think you'd do me a solid? Put a,
giant map.
Put a giant map with make it look small, and put a big blinking "You Are Here" arrow.
And like, I don't know, a crown or something?
What?
And for all we know, George might have actually put a picture on the back of a Denny's map.
Oh, George. Every time we pause, put up a picture of a Denny's.
God damn it!
There goes your missiles.
Knockbacks of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. Samus's bombs cause a bit of knockback.
I guess because this is her zero mission. They haven't really become...
I get it. I ain't laughing, but I get it.
Oh, by the way, here's a fun fact. In this room, the bushes, the underground bushes, are green. But in the previous room where you found the long beam, they were blue. Did you just slap yourself?
No, I was about to like, gee, that's a mystery. But then I realized I'm playing a game, and it's kind of hard to play a game that requires two hands with only one.
I mean, unless it's one of those erotic games.
Erotic games?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Out of queso.
Yeah, come on, man. You want a corn chip?
No. Probably not even a good queso either.
There are good and bad quesos.
Probably.
Well, I'm allergic, so I wouldn't know. You're going to have to enlighten me here, sir. There's a whole different kind of world I wouldn't know.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry you don't own an air fryer.
I do own an air fryer.
As you can see here, I'm trying not to waste my missiles, but the game's trying to make me waste my missiles, because we're going for another power-up soon.
Which power was that?
A new beam upgrade. Because I'm going to be honest with you here, I really don't feel like rocking a default beam for a good while. And not only that, but if I get this beam now, I technically won't need to get another beam upgrade ever, because of the way how I play.
I haven't seen what that all consists of. Oh, look at you with the secrets. Oh,
Speaking of secrets,
that's fake queso.
yeah.
What?
Okay. We'll just pretend that's not there.
Oh no, the game is glitching.
Flies.
Yeah, I gotta enjoy that soundtrack.
Of all consistency of 5, maybe 6 songs. I almost shot a missile upward. That would have been very disappointing.
I would have left. So what's this here?
Oh, no, beam upgrade. This is the ice beam.
The ice beam already?
Yeah,
Jeez, this game
right?
is going fast.
I know. Sooner or later, we'll be able to take on Crocomire, Dragon, and all those funny bosses.
Yeah, remember, that's not this game.
What are you talking about? See, I just killed Dragon right there. So what the ice beam can do, as you can see there, it can freeze enemies. It can also make them into additional platforms.
Except for
guys,
these flies.
because they're too small.
Oh, it's because they die in one hit.
That too.
Oh, did you see that seizure?
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't say it was a seizure. I pretty much put that guy in a poor state of limbo.
Hey, what happened to the other door?
Oh, like I told you, it was an illusion.
You didn't tell me anything. You just looked and went, yep. As if you knew what the hell was going on.
I totally did. And like I said, it was an illusion. So yeah, aside from pretty much freezing targets and making platforms. That's all what really the Ice Beam has. Aside from not knowing what pieces of queso are solid or which one isn't. Yeah, normally you're not supposed to get this until a good while. Because you can see here, I really don't have any method of jumping. There was supposed to be an enemy, but unfortunately it didn't spawn in. So
yeah,
we're
that
just
happens
gonna,
sometimes.
yeah, we're just gonna morph ball jump our way up. That's another reason why I do it. Freezing a target, one missile, pretty much guaranteed death.
Yeah. Shatter Spike.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, but now you're one door missile short of a door.
And like I said, we're not really going for missiles at the moment. Because we're going to do a little bit of a backtrack to a previous area we were already at so I can get another E-tank.
Oh.
And then we're going to head on down to the next area.
Which will be?
I want to say Norfair. So I can get the high jump. Like, I'm not going to lie, we're not really going for bosses off the bat. This isn't the most optimal route for, like, say, the fastest way to beat the game.
It's just a way.
Yeah, because, to be honest, I'm pretty sure even with all practice I can get, I ain't going to beat this. I'm not going to be able to beat this game in under an hour. Which, if you want the best ending, there you go. At best, I could probably say beat it in a 1 to 3 hour range.
So this game doesn't have a percentile thing like Super?
I mean, there's items you can pick up, sure, but...
The points don't really matter, do they?
Essentially. I'm going the wrong way. The E-Tank was a few screens back.
And now you're being assaulted on all fronts. By Screebats and Zoomers.
Shriek Bats. I don't even know if they were even called that in this game. That's like their Super Metroid name. I could probably look up what they are.
Well, everyone knows what a Zoomer is.
That's right. There's these things.
Yeah, gotta get rid of them before they get accidentally find an app that spies on them.
Have you seen what they look like in 3D?
I do.
I still like the ones that look like, you know, little shell thingies.
You know, Samus has to be one of the only protagonists that have a multitude of parents.
Multitude?
Well, yeah, you have her original parents, her foster parents,
her bird parent.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That doorway's blue. This one's just normal. God, NES limitations always never cease to surprise me.
Alright, so where's this E-Tank?
Well...
Oh, wait, I know this room.
Yeah, you played Super Metroid. And the enemy didn't spawn! There you are. And
he blew
this
it.
controller, I swear, I've been having instances where I'm using it, and it taps the B button twice.
Oh, what? You're not gonna bomb off it and
no,
be
because
all fancy?
No, because in the last playthrough we had before, you know, recording decided to say, that's nice, let's have everything chug.
A Conroy?
No.
Speaking of, did you see that he had a part 3?
Yeah, I saw that.
What'd you think of it?
I can agree, but to be fair, I never really beaten Sticker Star.
Well, no one wants to play Sticker Star.
I played it, got curious. Nope. I'll stick with the change they gave me for Super, which I'll probably do for the channel.
Super.
The Wii game.
Ah, yes, I remember that game.
I actually had fun playing that game.
I like the mythos of Chapter 5. You know, supposedly that was all yeah, supposedly that whole plot was based off a Stephen King book. Did you know that?
Which one? And then it's starting Maine.
You know, that's a very good question.
You see, this is why we don't play the Stephen King drinking game.
I thought it's because we don't read Stephen King.
In general, yeah. I read Stephen King. This isn't the right path.
Yeah.
There's
that door again.
That door's gonna haunt us through the rest of the playthrough.
You should try to go through it.
What if we told you that door is secretly Mother Brain?
That was ridiculous. It's clearly the Ridley door.
It's the door that leads to Chozodia.
Chozodia is not a thing yet.
What's a Chozo?
A very interesting question.
What's a space pirate? Another interesting question.
But anyway, as I was saying, you have her parents, her bird parents,
her bird's parents.
Well, no, that you have her Then you got Adam Malkovich, who
might as well have been the
who represents her weird dad phase.
Jesus Lord.
Thanks to Other M. Seriously,
I'm not
what
saying
the heck
that
was he
because
thinking?
of that. I was saying that because I really just couldn't get off an enemy, and the enemies just don't want to stop pestering me. Anyway, we're gonna take a trip down to the next area. What are you slapping me for?
Because we're going down.
It's not a reason to slap somebody. Anyway, here we are in our next area, Norfair.
Yeah. Well.
Hang on.
We're good.
Sorry, I just had to realize, see if I was going the right way or
not. You see where you are?
I get lost easily.
Yeah.
Can you blame it with Metroid 1?
Mm.
Exactly. So we're going to go left first. You want to take a break now, actually?
Yeah, let's go. Folks, when we return next time, we're going to help make Norfair much more fair. And our arsenal will even the playing ground against the odds.
Hopefully.